What's going on, everybody? We are back with another mock draft here for the 2026 NFL Draft. Coming up, it is good to be back. Sorry it's been a while, life, you know what I mean? We're just jumping right into this. I'm excited to get this going on here. We've got the Las Vegas Raiders on the clock with pick number 1. This is the first mock draft I've done since Dante Moore's decided to go back to school, by the way. So this will be a fun one to kind of look at and to talk with you guys. But I don't think there is really any question about who is going number 1. And honestly, I know it took me a while to come around on Fernando Mendoza. Hand up. Took me a while to recognize him as QB1 in this class, regardless of who else came out. The dude's a monster. The dude was such a stud this year. I mean, I don't even really need to talk about the numbers with you guys. He won the Heisman. He won the national championship. He is a awesome quarterback in college. Will he translate to the pros? I think he will. A lot of people, Jared Goff, Kirk Cousins. He looks like Kirk Cousins. It's weird. He looks like Kirk Cousins. I think he's more athletic than both of them. I don't think his athleticism is necessarily a plus, but I think it's a plus. I don't think he's nearly a statue in the pocket like some of these other pocket passing guys are. He's got the athleticism. His thing is he's not going to cook you with his speed, right? He's not going to blaze past you. He's so smart. He's such a smart player that he can dissect the defense and recognize I'm going to be able to run here and pick up 15 yards, and there's not going to be a defender within me. He's not taking bad shots. He's just going to be a really good quarterback, and I think now it's like, okay, where would you put him? Because if people are like, oh, he's not worth it, it's not worth it, which is crazy. You have to take a quarterback. But then it's like, where does he rank among the last several draft classes? And that's a conversation to be had another day. Today, Fernando Mendoza is pick number 1, and it's not even really much of a question. Pick number 2 for the Jets. This has been a quarterback. I am not going to be taking a quarterback here. I don't know if 2 quarterbacks go in the first round. Honest to God, I don't know. We'll see. But I don't see it happening as of right now. We'll see what happens. Obviously, there's a lot of Trinidad Chambliss fans out there. There's a lot of people who think Ty Simpson is better than what he showed us. Garrett Nussmeier still has some upside. There's some guys that are like Cade Klubnik and Drew Aller are perfect examples of why you don't go back to school, Dante Moore, because you were fringe first-round guys last year. And now, look at them. They're looking at 4th, 5th-round picks maybe. So, just going to throw that out there. But the Jets on the clock here at pick number 2. You've got the entire defense needs help. I'm going to take Arvell Reese here because I think that's what's going to happen. I don't know. I don't know about Arvell Reese, especially depending on what they want to play him as. If he's going to be strictly an edge rusher, I haven't seen it. Haven't seen him do it. I haven't seen him play, hand in the dirt, go get the quarterback. He's been off ball. He played off ball. He did a little bit of edge stuff. This isn't apples to apples with Abdul Carter where it's like, oh, well, he was a stand-up linebacker, and then he became an edge rusher, and he's been awesome. No, I saw a full season of him be an excellent edge rusher at Penn State. I've never seen Arvell Reese do it. Can he do it? Absolutely think he can. Will he? I don't know. It's a gamble at pick 2 if you're the Jets, but, I mean, what do you have to lose? You might as well take a shot here. There's no quarterback. Go for a home run swing here. I like it. Arizona on the clock at pick number 3, and this is one that I'm seeing a lot, and I get it. I totally get it. I do think Spencer Fano is starting to feel a little bit more like an Arizona Cardinal the further we get into it. Is he offensive tackle 1 for me? I don't know. I don't know if I'm willing to say that. He's very, very good. His 2025 was not very good. His 24 was excellent. Awesome 2024. 2025 was very iffy. So we'll see what they end up doing. Now they could play him at guard or tackle on the right side. I think that they would want to start him out at tackle and then move him if you need to. But I do think Spencer Fano is starting to feel a lot like an Arizona Cardinal. Pick 4 here, Tennessee Titans. A lot of people think interior offensive lineman. I like Francis Mauigoa as a tackle. And there's not a guard I'm thinking of here. So I'm going to do the smart thing when you have a young quarterback that needs help and your best weapon is 31-year-old Calvin Ridley, who you're probably going to cut this offseason. And then you're looking at, Alec Ayomenor and Chima Dike. Yeah, they're solid. They're fine. They're not number 1s. They're not number 1 guys. Carnell Tate's a number 1 kind of guy. Carnell Tate's my wide receiver 1 right now until further notice. He doesn't have the injury history of Jordan Tyson. He's bigger, good at separating. He's got good speed, good hands. He's just a very, very good wide receiver. Can be a number 1 for Tennessee, and that's what you need. Get him a weapon, please. Giants here at pick number 5. And I think their biggest need is corner. I really think that. And I'm going to go with my corner 1 in this class. That's Jermod McCoy. We all saw, I know he didn't play this year because of the injury, because of the torn ACL. The 2024 tape was exceptionally good. It was top 5 pick, top 5 player in the draft, good. and he didn't play this year. So the last tape I have on him is of him being an unbelievable defensive back in college football. Just absolute lockdown. Good size for the position, great instincts for the position, just an all-around excellent corner. He gives you true, like, I can be a top 5 corner in the NFL ceiling. That's his ceiling. Now, is his floor lower than someone like Mansour Delanes? Maybe. Maybe it is. Maybe that ACL tear has ruined him athletically and he's not going to be the same. That's going to be up to the NFL front offices to figure out in the interviews and when they're doing all of this. I'm not there. I don't know. I'm going to hope and pray he's as good as he was, because if he is, man, Giants are getting one here at pick number 5, and I think that's an absolute home run pick. Cleveland Browns with their Pro Bowl quarterback, Shedeur Sanders, which just makes, I'm sorry, if you're a Shedeur fan, the fact that he is the Pro Bowl, one of the Pro Bowl quarterbacks is an absolute joke. It just shows that the Pro Bowl is meaningless at this point. But if you're Cleveland, you probably are going to see if you can make it work. There's not a quarterback you're going to take here, and you need to see if you're going to make it work. And the way to do that is you go wide receiver. Now, I'm actually going to give him a separator, though. I'm going to go with Makai Lemon. I like Jordan Tyson. I like Jordan Tyson's size. The injury concerns do scare me just a little bit, but he is a really good go-up-and-get-it receiver. Makai Lemon's just an elite separator, and I think that that's what Shedeur would want, especially if they bring – now, I don't know if they'll bring him in on the process like, hey, who of these receivers are you more of a fan of? They won't do that, but if they did, I've got to imagine he'd say Makai Lemon, who was excellent this year, by the way, for USC. Just a pure separating kind of guy. I think he would fit in nicely, step right in, be a good number 1 for them going forward, and see maybe Shedeur figures it out. Maybe he's the guy. Who knows? Washington here at pick number 7. Probably got to go on the defensive side of the ball, in my opinion. But then it becomes, who do you want? Do you want Caleb Downs, or do you go with an edge rusher? And I think that you say Caleb Downs is probably pound for pound the best defensive player here, but he's not nearly as valuable of a position as Rueben Bain Jr. or David Bailey play. And I'm going to take more of an all-around defensive end in Rueben Bain, who was excellent for Miami this year, helped lead that defense to a national championship run, second place in the national championship, played every single game, ton of pressure, 68 hurries is crazy numbers to go along with 12 sacks. He's a star, man. The guy's a monster. He kind of feels, he feels sort of like a Washington Commander defender. I don't know. Hand up, I don't know. But I love that pick for them. Saints on the clock here at pick number 8. They do need a receiver. You think you've got your guy in Tyler Shuck. I could see him going receiver. I could see him Jeremiyah Love. I could see this being a Jeremiyah Love spot. I really could, and I wouldn't hate that. And you know what? I'm going to do it. Let's get weird, because I always give the Chiefs Jeremiyah Love. Chiefs fans, I know you like Jeremiyah Love. Let's see what happens if you can't get him. He's off the board here. Alvin Kamara, that's done. They got Kendre Miller, but he's not a game changer. Give your quarterback, not so young, a running mate here in Jeremiyah Love. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. Chiefs on the clock here at pick number 9. I think it works out okay. You go probably edge rusher, David Bailey here, I think would be a fine pick. You could also go with an offensive lineman if you feel like you've got to figure out. You don't need a tackle. Could maybe use a guard. I don't think they need a tackle. You've got Josh Simmons. You got Juwan Taylor still, unless he's cut, which could happen. I don't know. Chiefs fans, does David Bailey fit the system? Does he fit the system in Kansas City? I know they like their bigger defensive ends, and David Bailey is truly just a pass rusher. Not great against the run. Not bad against the run either. This might be one of those ones where you're just like, you know what? If he doesn't fit the system, we're going to make the system fit him. And you just go get a player like David Bailey. And you say, yeah, we'll just take an absolute talent here. Could see them maybe swinging on Peter Woods. Wouldn't hate Peter Woods here. People are really down on him. I don't see. He had a bad year. Everyone on Clemson had a bad season. I'm willing to give them some grace there. Do we see someone like a Keldrick Falk who fits more of that Spagnuolo defense? I could see them maybe doing that. As it stands here, Rashee Rice is in some trouble again. Maybe they get it. Maybe a Jordan Tyson's not a terrible pick. I'm going to go edge rusher. I'm going to go David Bailey. Let's do it. Let's take David Bailey. Chiefs fans, let me know in the comments. You probably don't like it because he probably doesn't fit Spagnuolo's defense. He is a go-get-the-quarterback guy, and you can always use those. And if he doesn't fit your system, make him fit your system. Make the system work with him. And you'll be happy you did. You will be happy you did. Bengals here at pick number 10. And I'm going to have them go Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs sitting here probably pound for pound, top 3 player in the entire class. It's just how early do you take a safety? Well, Bengals are going to take him at pick 10. I think if he's sitting right there staring him in the face, it'd be hard not to. So I like that pick a lot. Miami on the clock here at pick number 11. Would have loved Caleb Downs to fall one more spot. Jordan Tyson there. You need a receiver because all you've got Jalen Waddle. You've got maybe Tyreek Hill if he's still there, which I don't necessarily expect. And you don't have a whole lot in that room. But when you go hire Jeff Hafley to coach the defense and you look at how Green Bay has built their defense, they build it in the trenches, they build it up front. I could see someone like Keldrick Falk here, and I don't love it. I could see them going Keldrick Falk, though. They've made a point to mention building from the inside out. I could see them doing that. It's probably what I'm going to do. I don't know if they go with a Mansour Delane. I could see them wanting him, but I also could really see them going with Keldrick Falk here and just building, trying to get physical up front. And I don't hate getting physical. Get physical as much as you want to. Let's go Keldrick Falk to Miami at pick 11. I don't love it. Dallas here at pick number 12. Do they think wide receivers in need? No, they're going to re-sign George Pickens, right? If they don't re-sign George Pickens, maybe we revisit this. But if George Pickens is still on the team, which he is, I don't see them doing that. Let's go Sonny Styles, who is my number one off-ball linebacker in this class. He's awesome. I love that he's the safety background everyone talks about. He just flies around. He's so instinctual. He just makes plays after plays after plays. Sonny Styles is awesome. I think it's absolutely on the board that he has a better NFL career than his teammate Arvell Reese. I think he could be the best defender on that Ohio State team. Him or Caleb Downs, honestly. Sonny Styles was so consistently awesome this season. Could absolutely see the Cowboys saying, yeah, we'll take him. Thank you. Rams here at pick number 13. Need a corner, you got one. Mansour Delane sitting right there looking at you. Kind of an easy fit there. You saw it in the Seattle game. They could not cover Jackson Smith and Jigba in the conference championships. You've got to get somebody that can cover these receivers, and they simply couldn't cover him. Now, to be fair, Seattle couldn't cover their receivers either, and they've got a top 5 pick in Devon Witherspoon. They've got Reek Woolen, who's been really good. They've got a really good safety in Nicky Manwari. They've got the defense, and it just didn't matter. But you still have to have a corner to play out there, man. You're in the NFC, which looks like it is up and coming with pass catchers and quarterbacks. You need good corners. Mansour Delane gives you a very solid corner. Ravens here at pick number 14. I always give him Peter Woods because he always falls to him. What about Jordan Tyson? Why not? Yeah, I know you need a guard because, Daniel Falele was horrible at right guard. And Andrew Voorhees has been a fun story as a 7th-round pick who I love because he tore his ACL and then benched a ton, which was awesome. Shout out him. But go get a number one, man. Get Lamar number one and whatever offense you're going to run with your new defensive-minded head coach in Jesse Minter. So go get a number one wide receiver for Lamar and Jordan Tyson. Him and Zay Flowers together would be a really nice combination. Get Zay to run the separating routes. Get Jordan Tyson to stretch the field and get up and get the ball. I like that pick. Buccaneers here at pick number 15. Need a little bit of everything. Need a lot on the defensive side of the ball. Could see them going with edge rusher Cassius Howell, who a lot of people seem to be liking right now. He is kind of moving up boards quite a bit just because he just plays 100 miles an hour the entire time. He does not slow down. He does not stop. He's just going to give everything he's got. He's not traditional edge in his size, and he's not good against the run, but he's very, very good at getting after the quarterback. So I could see them doing that. I don't think they really could use a guard. I don't really see them going with a Ioane here. So I'm going to have them go ahead and I'm going to have them take Cassius Howell, the true edge rusher. I don't mind that pick at all for them. Very, very good edge rusher. Could see them maybe going with Kenyon Sadiq 2 there. We'll see what happens. Jets back on the clock here after they went with Arvell Reese at pick number 2. Still have a lot of needs on there. Peter Woods kind of falls into their lap here, and I think that's a big win for them. Just replace Quinnen Williams with Peter Woods, and you have 2 really good players from this draft on your defense if you're the Jets, whose defense was terrible last year, and they stripped it for parts. I mean, you got rid of 2 of your very best, and Quinnen Williams and Sauce Gardner, your 2 very best. They just let DJ Reed go a year prior. They have to figure out what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. Well, Peter Woods and Arvell Reese gives you a really good starting point if you're Aaron Glenn. Lions here. Need center, need a tackle. I'm going to have them go Francis Maui Noah. You can play him on the left. You can move Penei Sewell to the left. You can play Maui Noah at guard and kick one of your guards into center. He just kind of gives you that flexibility on the offensive line I think that they would love to have and could really use. Minnesota here needing running back, center, and defensive back. I know Avion Terrell. Everyone's like, oh, Eagles. No, I'm not doing that. I think Avion Terrell's a really good pick here. Just go get a good corner if you're Minnesota. Continue to build up that defense for Brian Flores and just kind of go from there and take it as it comes. Carolina here at pick number 19 could definitely use a wide receiver, could use a defensive lineman, could use linebacker. I could see them going with someone off the edge. I could see them going with like a TJ Parker here. I don't know if I take Denzel Boston. You just got a big guy in Tate McMillan. I know you could always use big receivers, but I just don't know if I love that fit. Could see them wanting to get maybe a thumping sort of linebacker in CJ Allen, who's really solid. Could see them even maybe kicking the can on a corner. I wouldn't be shocked if they thought maybe corner. Wide receivers available. I mean, you just missed out on the top three, but you still got good ones in Denzel Boston and KC Concepcion available. I just don't think I jump at either of them. Man, Panthers fans, what do you guys want if the board falls like this? Who are you looking at? Are you looking at interior offensive line? I'm not. Are you just going best player available here? And who is that in your opinion? Be curious to know. For the sake of this, I'm going to go D-line. I'm going to go Caleb Banks and give him a run stuffer up the middle. Just an absolute mountain of a human being. Panthers fans, let me know what you guys think about that pick. Let me know who you guys would have wanted if the board fell just like this. I'm curious to hear who you guys would have taken in that spot. Dallas back on the clock here after taking Sonny Styles at pick number 12. Could still use some pieces on the offense. Could definitely still use some pieces on the defense. Now, do they reach on somebody? I don't know if you could consider it a reach. TJ Parker was considered to be a real top-of-the-class kind of guy at the beginning of this season. Now, he has definitely fallen. Could also see them going, and this is where I'm going to go, with someone like a Colton Hood. Could totally see Colton Hood here. Really, really good season for Tennessee, filling in for Jermod McCoy. I know you've got Deron Bland and you've got Savone Revel. Having a third corner is not a bad thing, in my opinion. Your offense was lights out last year. It's awesome. The defense needs help, so help the defense. Help the defense. Pittsburgh here. I'm going to go wide receiver. What's better than one DK Metcalf? I'll tell you, two DK Metcalfs. Let's go Denzel Boston. I'm not saying he's going to be DK Metcalf, but it's similar style. I mean, for years, it seemed like the Steelers were just building the little receiving crew. Just the small, cast-off receivers. You have to be this short to ride this ride if you're a Steelers receiver. And then they go get DK and then bring in someone like Denzel Boston. I don't know who their quarterback's going to be. Maybe this pick's Ty Simpson. Who knows? But whoever the quarterback is going to need more people to throw the football to than just DK Metcalf, who, if he drops a pass from Rodgers isn't going to target for the rest of the game, and you're going to get blown out in the playoffs, whatever. Chargers on the clock here at pick 22. This is a sprint. This is a Forrest Gump, don't stop running until the card is handed in pick. Vega Ioane being available to you here at pick 22 is a godsend. An absolute godsend. Now you've got Mike McDaniel running your offense. You still want to be a running football team with Omarion Hampton and good tackles. You're going to get your tackles back. Ioane at guard next to Alt or Rashawn Slater, whichever side you want to play him on, is what dreams are made of, people. That's what dreams are made of. Eagles on the clock here at pick 23. Eagles fans are going to let me know in the comments what they think about these picks, as they do, as I always appreciate, by the way. Shout out you guys. Your offense was boring. Your offense was boring this year. Nobody had fun. Let's get some excitement, right? Let's get some excitement. I'm pretty sure Dallas Goedert's a free agent. Why not Kenyon Sadiq? Why not an easy guy for Jalen Hurts to throw the football to? A freak athlete. Get him the ball in space and see what he can do. Maybe they trade A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown seems pretty unhappy every single year in Philadelphia. And the corners aren't there for you to take. I'm not going to reach on Brandon Cisse here. He's more of a last pick of the first round kind of guy to me. So that'd feel like a reach. So I'm not going to do that. Browns back on the clock at pick 24 after earlier going with wide receiver Makai Lemon. I got them going Caden Proctor, offensive lineman at Alabama. Man, you got him and DeJuan Jones as your tackles going forward. That's some beef. That is some beef. And that's a fine thing, man. Get some big offensive linemen up front. Protect whoever your quarterback's going to be. Give that quarterback time to get the ball to Makai Lemon. Love that pick for them. Bears here. All defensive side of the ball. Offense is fine. Do not even look at an offensive player. Need to be able to stop the run. Struggled in that aspect last year. Could see them going with someone like Caden McDonald. Absolutely. Could see them thinking we need to get... I think they bring back Kevin Byard. I think they keep their safety tandem in Brisker and Byard. So I'm not going to reach on someone like a Tieneman out of Oregon. I'm sure he's a popular pick. Or even an A.J. Halsey out of LSU. I'm not going to reach there. And I'm just going to go best run-stopping defensive tackle I can get in Caden McDonald out of Ohio State. Bills here. Need a wide receiver. You need somebody that's good at catching the football from Josh Allen. Although he wasn't exactly the problem in your playoff loss. It was the defense. Now, do you address the defense here? Do you go with someone like a TJ Parker? I don't think so. You've got edge rushers. You've got some edge rushers. Do you go with a wide receiver in KC Concepcion? I wouldn't here. I'd go C.J. Allen. Your linebacking crew is getting old. Matt Milano cannot stay healthy. They got picked on all season long. And C.J. Allen's not going to be your traditional linebacker in space. That's okay. You'll figure that out. He's just going to be a stalwart in the middle that just stops the run and is a good leader on the defensive side of the football. You really cannot go wrong taking Georgia defenders. I don't know how many times I can say that because it's just the truth. 49ers here on the clock at pick number 27. Man, Monroe Freeling is flying up draft boards. That is crazy to me, guys. I know he's a massive human being, but I just do not see all of that. I do think they could use a wide receiver, man. Ayuk's done. Debo's gone. You've got, Pearsall looked good. You've got a bunch of castoffs, and I know I said that last time and it offended some 49ers fans. Yeah, the castoffs played solid for you at times this year. Go get some firepower. Go get KC Concepcion here. He's available. Not just a gadget guy. He's a very good receiver, dude. He had good numbers this year. 9 touchdowns for Texas A&M, and their quarterback was bad. KC Concepcion could be a really good complementary piece to Ricky Pearsall in that offense, in my opinion. Houston on the clock here, and I'm going to continue to say it. It is offensive line until they don't do that. Until they do not take an offensive lineman, that is what I will continue to give them. And I'm going to stay with the interior here. I don't think we go tackle. I don't think they need to go tackle. I'm going to go Emmanuel Prignon, and so many people just groaned because everybody wants him in the second round. Emmanuel Prignon is this year's Xavier Watts, where everyone's like, guys, we don't need to take a guard in the first round. We'll just take Emmanuel Prignon in the second round. How many of you thought that? Oh, my team we'll just take Prignon in the second round, mid-second round, and we'll be thrilled with that pick. Guess what, suckers? He's not there because he's going to go earlier than that. So we'll have Emmanuel Prignon go here at pick 28 to Houston. Rams on the clock with Mansour Delane being their pick earlier. I am going to go offensive line. I am going to go Caleb Lamu here. You do still need a right tackle. Havenstein, pretty sure he's gone. They had a young guy play pretty admirably for them this year, so maybe they don't go that direction. But I'm not going to take a quarterback here, not in this class. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to do it. You could talk me into it, maybe taking Ty Simpson to back him up, but isn't Ty Simpson, he's a redshirt junior. He's 23 already. It's like, do I want to use... You should be, if you're the Rams, you should be using every pick you can to maximize the Matthew Stafford window. Your team was so good this year on offense. You need some help on the offensive line. You need some defensive backs. Maybe they double dip. I could absolutely see them double dipping and saying, yeah, we'll take Brandon Cisse to go along with Mansour Delane and just completely revamp our cornerback room. I don't have them going that crazy, but it wouldn't shock me. Patriots on the clock here at defensive end. I'm going to have them go. I know TJ Parker's still there. Mike Vrabel is a production guy. He's not going to just draft a toolsy guy and figure it out. He's going to take someone who wins. Akeem Mesidor just won all year long. I know he's old. Patriots window's right now. That's okay that he's 25 years old. That's okay because Patriots are playing in the Super Bowl. By the way, they shouldn't have this pick, PFF. You're slacking. Get this to pick 31 because we'll see what happens in the Super Bowl. But I'm going to have them go with Akeem Mesidor at pick number 30. Mike Vrabel's going to pick a guy that knows how to win, and Akeem Mesidor knows how to win off the edge. He doesn't have to worry about it. He's already 25. I understand. It's like, oh, he's so old. Who else are you going to take here? You want to take someone younger who's not as good when your team is trying to win right now? I disagree with that logic. I think sometimes we get too enamored with all the traits and all the long arms and, oh, he's only 20 years old. It's like, okay, but I don't know if he's going to be good. I know Akeem Mesidor is pretty good. So give me Akeem Mesidor at pick 30. Broncos on the clock here at pick number 31. A lot of offensive needs, it looks like. Could also use a linebacker. Not really a linebacker I like at this spot. You could go younger at wide receiver. Could definitely see someone of the wide receiver variety here. Could see them going with an offensive lineman maybe, just kind of filling some holes. It's kind of tough the way the board fell for them. Not a ton of great options. Eli Stowers is a good tight end. He's not a first-round tight end. I could see them just saying, you know what, we'll just go BPA and take TJ Parker, who just happens to be on the board here. So that's what I'm going to do. Seahawks here. It's going to be an interior offensive lineman for me. Now the question becomes, who is that guy? Who do you like? Do you like a tackle moving in like a Jennings Dunker? I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Are there any guards where it's just like, yeah, this guy's a pure interior offensive lineman that I take in the first round? No. Chase Besantis I like a lot in the second, third round range. Same with Connor Lew and Jake Slaughter, honestly. I like them a lot there. But maybe you do just go ahead and bite the bullet. Not even bite the bullet here. I like Jennings Dunker, man. I think Jennings Dunker is really solid. And when you look at the available tackles, it's, you should probably get one if you're going to get one. But I think you take Jennings Dunker and you kick him inside, and he just is like Gray Zabel for you. You just do it again. Gray Zabel worked out pretty solidly this year. Jennings Dunker, why couldn't he work out just like that? So that's how we're going to wrap up round 1 here with Jennings Dunker, who I still need to click select on. Hang on, hear me out. Could see them taking Brandon Cisse. Do you bring back Reek Woolen? I don't know. Do you just go get a new guy and pair him up with his teammate Nick Eamon-Worry, and then pair him up with Devon Witherspoon, who's a top 5 corner in the league right now? Could absolutely see them doing that. Oh, I'm going to do that. Brandon Cisse is going to round out our first round. I talked myself into it. I don't know. Once you get down here, I could see a team moving up to take a QB. I could see the Jets saying, hey, we want to get that first round, get that 5th-year option, and we like Ty Simpson. We don't like him at pick 2 or pick 16, but we like him at pick 32. And you move up. I didn't feel like doing any trades for this one. I just wanted to get something out there, get some picks on the board. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of your team's pick. Let me know if you like who I took for your team. Took some shots here. Jermod McCoy, top 5. You're probably not going to see that in many places. Makai Lemon at 6. Probably not going to see that in many places. Keldrick Falk going at 11. Ugh, gross. As a Dolphins fan, I don't love that, but whatever. So that's all I've got for you guys for this week's mock draft. Again, make sure you guys comment and let me know what you think about your team's picks. Let me know if you like it. If you hate it, it's okay. I'm more than happy to discuss in the comments with you guys. Make sure you guys like the video. It really helps the channel. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. The offseason is just getting started, and that is when we thrive. We'll see you guys in the next one.